In this episode of Dolce Vita, have a taste of innovative takes and spins on your old favorites. Explore the future of payments. Check out tips to plan a fun day out. Discover the beauty of divers' watches. And take a look at some cool sofa designs.
Food is one of the most important ways to express our cultural identity, and the food that we grow up with often becomes an important part of our lives.
Indeed, the food that we grew up eating often turns into our comfort food, and that's why Cantonese cuisine will always be at the top of my list.
That's right, Cantonese food is that one cuisine that I can never really get tired of, but from time to time I also like to try some new Cantonese recipes.
Cantonese cuisine, there are a wide range of dishes in Cantonese cuisine, like Chinese barbecue, dim sum, soup, casserole, pan-fried, fried, steamed, so on. And we see that the seafood, like aged seafood in traditional Chinese, they are more popular in fish meal rather than abalone, maybe because the visitors think they like the collagen from it and the benefit of it to the health. And also, we can see visitors are getting more concerned on their health to what they eat. We have sourced our seafood from all over the world to see, to find something special and something healthy for them. Like we use the lobster from Australia, also the Scottish razor crane to serve them, and pairing with the tomato, which we have used 100 of them in order to create a sauce to enhance the taste and the freshness of the seafood.
For a lot of Hong Kong people, their favorite Cantonese dish is dim sum, but Ian has a creative twist on dim sum in store for us.
For the pan-fried turnip cake, it is a very traditional dim sum in Hong Kong, as well as it's getting near to Chinese New Year. It is a very traditional food that you will share with your relatives and friends. So we have used our base like turnip, Chinese preserved sausage, as well as the dry scallop. We have added something extra, which is the Japanese sakura shrimp. The reason we put this on is we found that it makes the mouthfeel more crispy and the taste is more levels on it, like the smell and more sweet. And for another dim sum that we can see is the pork dumpling, what we call siu mai. We used the Sichuan style, put it onto this siu mai, and we found it the spicy of Sichuan style can make the siu mai more juicy and more tasteful. Also, the little bit of spice can bring another level of texture and taste to the siu mai.
I usually add chili oil to my siu mai, but this siu mai is originally spicy. Made with Sichuan spices, it's extra flavorful and gives you that kick.
And as for the tuna cake, it's crunchy on the outside and soft inside, and the sakura shrimp really brings out the sweetness of the turnip. It is a lovely pairing.
When we talk about Cantonese food in Hong Kong, seafood dishes are something that we cannot miss. As most of the Hong Kong people are avid seafood lovers, be it steaming, stir-frying, or making a soup, chefs trained in Cantonese cuisine almost never fail to create dishes that nourish our bodies and souls.
Nothing beats a belly-warming soup during this time of the year, especially when it's made with fish maw. As we all know, fish maw is high in collagen, has lots of nutrients, and is really good for the skin.
I can feel my skin improving already. As for this, it reminds me of the Chiu Chow style cold crab, but instead it has the Iberico ham, meaty lobster meat, and fresh fruit, and the whole thing is just very flavorful and very refreshing.
Besides delving deep into the delicious reinvented Cantonese dishes, diners can also enjoy a total dining experience by having their food being prepared tableside. Originated in France, tableside service adds a new twist to Cantonese culinary arts. For the servers, it's a way to display their prowess, and for the diners, it's pure fun.
I I usually have fried razor clams with black bean sauce. Having it with tomato and egg is my very first time. I think the pairing is quite unique and refreshing at the same time.
Cantonese cuisine is full of surprises, it's hearty and healthy, and that's why it is always going to be my favorite comfort food.
Hey,
哎，很久没见呢。
why are we speaking Mandarin?
Of course.
Oh, I know, because you had too much fun shooting that traveling show in Taiwan. How was it?
Tell. It was really fun, but once I came back to Hong Kong, I felt I'm a little bit slow now because I was in Taiwan for a long time. I'm used to the slow pace and enjoying myself pace. Now that I'm in Hong Kong, I see everyone's walking so fast. The aircon is so cold and everyone is everywhere. There's so many people. Oh, right. When I was walking here,
Yeah.
I saw that the nearby electronics store, there were a lot of people queuing up. Why is that?
There's a new phone model out. There
Oh,
were so many people queuing, I couldn't believe my eyes.
does that mean you're interested in changing to a new phone?
Not just yet. Actually, I just got mine not long ago. It's got everything I need. I'm pretty happy with it.
Oh, okay.
But by the sound of it, you're ready for a new one.
Actually, not really, because I think you need only one phone. The most important part is the applications in the phone, because the everyday applications that we use, we can't live without them. Mobile payment is one of them. A digital wallet functions much like a physical wallet. The only difference is it allows users to make contactless payment quickly and securely. Gone are the days when you need to worry about how much cash to keep in your wallet because with a digital wallet, you can top it up anytime, anywhere. Either topping by transferring money from your bank account or with your credit cards, with your smartphone and the right app, you can skip the queues at ATM and don't need to worry if there are top-up service providers nearby anymore. For those of you who wish to improve your spending habit, you can now easily keep track of expenses at the tip of your fingers. And if you're always on the go, what's better than turning your smartwatch into a digital wallet? A lot of Hong Kong people enjoy the convenience that contactless smart cards have to offer. Moving from physical to digital doesn't mean you have to sacrifice convenience. With the always-on function, you can make a payment without unlocking the device. And you can even pay while you're on the phone or using another app.
I believe that mobile payments will become more and more popular for several reasons. One is mobile phone is always handy and everyone has to live on it for their everyday life. And then secondly, more and more payment solution provider as well as new handsets, they're offering new technology. So that gives customers more choices and more benefits. And also due to the current situations like the COVID-19, so more and more people are having more awareness about the concern that, you know, if they handle money all the time, then they have a higher risk of spreading the virus. So for all these reasons, I think that mobile payments will become the mainstream. I think to build a successful mobile payment, first of all, customer experience is very important. By customer experience, what I mean is it has to be very easy for the customers to get the product. Just like our digital cards, the Autobus cards on mobile handsets, customers, they do not need to do a lot of things. They can just, by a few clicks and then they can immediately get the cards. And then secondly, they can also very easily reload money onto it. And our user experience is superb because customers, they do not need to do a lot of things. They don't have to turn on their phones or even to turn on the home screen, and then they can just tap and pay. So that gives customers the ease and speed that they highly rely on. Another key success factor is wide service coverage. So customers will be able to use it almost in everything, in all their daily lives, from transit to retail payment. So with a wide merchant coverage, and that can really help people to pay their money easier. Last but not least, I think a trusted brand is very important. So that gives customers the confidence that they can use the payment service very securely and reliably.
So you've been buying a lot of things lately?
Oh, you can tell. You know, for girls, shopping is the only mutual hobby that we have. And when we're holding so many bags, it gets very inconvenient when we have to pay and take out our wallet. Are there any choices nowadays?
Well, I think living in Hong Kong, we're so used to not pay cash anymore. I think it would be so great if one day we could just dump all the banknotes, all the coins, and just put everything into one phone.
New technology is all about making our lives easier. That's why setting up a digital wallet is not as complicated as you might expect. You can quickly and securely provision a new card to the digital wallet with just a few taps. Another perk of going digital is that by having a virtual card in the digital wallet, you won't need to worry about losing the physical card anymore. For those who prefer to keep their current card, there's also an easy way to do so. By inputting the number and personal information into the app, you can easily transfer card information and the remaining value of an existing physical card to your smartphone. Going digital is as simple as that.
You know, Ron, we used to hear people say cash is king, but I'm pretty sure nowadays convenience is the new king.
That's right, going cashless is so convenient and it's hygienic because you don't need to touch money and you can buy things effortlessly. That's great, what's not to love?
I know. How's your chocolate?
Oh, it's pretty good, thank you.
After the break, appreciate famous paintings with a fun twist. Style up your wrist with fashionable timepieces. And pick the right piece of furniture for your home.
With Christmas just around the corner, Joyce, what have you got planned this year?
Well, usually I like to travel with my family and friends, but this year is undoubtedly going to be a little bit different since it's more difficult to travel. I guess we'll just have to find something really fun to do in our own hometown.
Although many of us won't be able to travel abroad this year, however, there is an exhibition where you can see European masterpieces as well as experience Japanese pop culture. Joyce, I know you're probably familiar with a lot of the famous Western masterpieces, like the works of Van Gogh and Monet, but this time, they come out with a bit of a twist.
Mona Lisa is one of the most recognized pieces of art in the world, but I don't recall it having a necklace. And if you look closely, it's actually a Hello Kitty necklace. What a surprise!
Yeah, indeed. What a surprise.
The modern remakes of the famous painting is a collaboration between a Taiwanese creative team, a French cultural organization, and the producer of the numerous iconic Japanese characters. It is safe to say this is an extraordinary collaboration that will put a broad smile on the visitor's face. For example, in Edgar Degas' dance class at the opera, you can see Hello Kitty, Little Twin Stars, and My Melody are dancing with the ballerinas. What a cute cameo appearance! And in Paul Cézanne's Apples and Oranges, mischievous Kuromi makes a contrast to the still life by nibbling at a sweet apple. And when you take a closer look, you will even find some apples are with her signature skull motif, a painting that will turn your perception in art upside down. In Women at the Well, a famous painting of French neo-impressionist Paul Signac, you can see My Melody's pastel outfit blends easily into the original painting. What a cheerful scene! When it comes to Starry, Starry Night, the palette is not necessarily going to be painted blue and gray. The appearance of different beloved characters in Vincent van Gogh's work certainly brings tremendous joy to the senses. Here, the creative team tried to jazz up Claude Monet's famous works with some of the most popular characters. Pretty interesting.
I never expected masterpiece remakes could bring so much fun. I've always been a fan of these Japanese cartoon characters since I was a little girl, so I can totally relate to these paintings.
Perhaps a lot of us are used to seeing these iconic art pieces in European national galleries. However, to see them here with a Japanese twist is really something else.
Christmas this year might feel very different to what we're used to. But at the end of the day, festive celebrations are all about finding joy.
Sometimes, all it takes is spending time with your loved ones, share a few laughs, and experience something new and different together. After all, isn't that what celebration is all about?
It is believed that the world records of the deepest scuba diving in seawater was dived to a depth of 1,090 feet below the surface in approximately 12 minutes by an Egyptian scuba diver. That tells us that time and underwater activities are completely inseparable, such as measuring diving time and distance requires absolute precision in timing. And a timepiece that is packed with high-performance features, it definitely comes in handy.
Whether you are an active scuba diver or if you're looking for a stylish accessory for your very first underwater adventure, sporting a diver's watch on your wrist can elevate your subaquatic experience to the next level. Apart from immersing yourselves in watchmaking history, you can also discover the relationship between time and underwater activities in this special event. At the interactive areas that feature a photo booth and watch assembling games, watch enthusiasts can participate and learn about the design inspiration behind divers' watches of today. For a watch to be considered a diver watch, there are several specific characteristics that we need to pay attention to, such as water resistance, legibility, rotating bezel, and a durable strap. Featuring a 39mm case in high-grade stainless steel with a polished and satin finish, this navy blue diver watch is waterproof to 200 meters. The rotatable bezel and 3 different types of straps also add an extra edge to your style.
Participate in outdoor recreations or engage myself into different water sports is what I love to do on the days off from work. So a practical and functional diver watch that allows me to track off the time will be perfect for any adventure. Hi Roseanne, with your hectic schedule, time accuracy means a lot to you. So how do you actually manage your time?
Definitely having a watch is much better for me because I have bad time management. So having a watch definitely helps me because it's kind of practical. It's not just light up your outfit. It also helps you with your time.
So when it comes to choosing timepiece, which part do you pay the most attention to it?
It has to look nice and matches my personality because I'm not the kind of very girly kind of girl. So I prefer boyish and sporty watch. And because I'm a scuba diver, so if it can go diving with me, it will add on a lot, yeah.
So Cal, what would be your go-to fashion accessory and why?
For me, my go-to accessories would definitely be a timepiece because it's like the easiest to carry, and for guys, because accessories are relatively, I would say, less choice for guys. So a watch would definitely be an easy choice.
This one's good, right?
That's a no-brainer because it shows my personality. Because I'm an introvert, I don't like to talk that much, and I'm kind of shy too when I talk to people. So a watch sometimes could be a conversation starter or make a conversation with new connections with people. So I feel like a watch, yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Exactly what you just said is like a timepiece reflects a lot about your personality.
Yep.
So how are you going to pick, a timepiece that matches with your character?
For me, first, obviously, it's going to be the color. Secondly, I think I would pick the watch size. Maybe like 40 millimeters would be like perfect size for my wrist. And again, it's like easy accessories and no-brainer for me to match with all my outfits.
Whether it's diving, snorkeling, or surfing, We all agree that an accurate and stylish diver watch is absolutely a great accessory to any water sports enthusiast. From a multifunctional table to a bunk bed, furniture that is designed for space-saving purpose allows homeowners to avoid clutter around the house, and this concept has also become popular in sofa design.
Living in urban areas means you need to save every inch of your living room space. Thoughtful furniture designs that free up space in your home can make you feel very comfortable. This sofa bed allows you to lounge around all day and doubles up as a convenient sleeping area at night. By simply pulling a handle, you can transform your sofa to an actual bed, and the most impressive feature is that this furniture can turn into a bed without adding a mattress or having to remove cushions.
With the growing popularity of tiny homes, furniture that is comfortable, expandable, and multifunctional like the sofa bed has reached the demands of smaller space living, maximizing your space for better living condition.
That's all the time we have for this week's episode. If you want to find out more about what we have introduced, remember to log on to our website. In the coming weeks, let's explore the path to a sweet life. Join us to savor gourmet from around the world. Be healthy and happy from the inside and out. Keep up with the latest trends in every aspect of life. Connect with inspiring people and check out ways to look gorgeous. Be sure to tune in again next time to live your best life.